For today's top 5, we're going to head over to Harbor Freight Tools. What's better than building cheap communist guns than using cheap communist tools to build them? Harbor Freight is an excellent source for all kinds of stuff you can't find anywhere else for affordable prices. So without further ado, let's go in and check out what are ReCreator's top picks. First item on the list is going to be an 8-inch bench grinder. These are great for removing the slag from torch cut parts or just grinding stuff down. If you set it up with a deburring wheel, it'll be even more useful, and we'll show you how to do that in another video. Next up is their welding equipment. Mig Welders are great if you're doing a milled re-weld or if you're just cleaning up old messed up holes on a project or just have any welding jobs you need done around your shop. The 240 volt version is only $200, so that's a pretty cheap investment. They're always better to run these with the shielding gas versus using the flux core wire because that'll just kind of make a mess. And also it looks like now they have inverter styles that run on 110 volt, so you don't have to even put in a special outlet and you can just plug in anywhere. Vise is an essential item to any shop. You want to get the best quality you can. It doesn't have to be a super large vise, but it should have stability so when you're clamping up, it isn't loosey-goosey or going to slip your part. Harbor Freight makes some really good quality air compressors, so whether you need to just run some air tools or you're going to set up and do some airbrushing to paint your projects, these are great to have. And here's the one you've been waiting for, the 20-ton shop press. This is a good tool. It's not a great tool. There's a lot of play in the press area underneath the ram. So there's some shimming that needs to be done, but you do need 20 tons, and this is an inexpensive way to get it. So I highly recommend it, but realize you won't do your best work until you've done some modifications to it. Just throwing these spot welders up here as kind of an honorable mention. You don't need them in modern AK building at all anymore, unless perhaps you want to put some fake welds on a Yugo project or something. But it used to be an essential tool and just no longer is at all. With the advent of receiver blanks, everything's welded for you. And these never really attained a great weld anyway. They just don't have the KVAs to be possible. One other item I want to recommend against getting is a drill press from Harbor Freight. Any of these cheap Chinese drill presses are just going to have too much slop in them, and you're going to drill holes completely the wrong size, and they're just not going to work out. What we do recommend is finding an old American-made drill press or just buying something new that's high-end, and you're not going to find that at Harbor Freight.